There's one stock that's ready to, I would say, go in the next week. There's a specific price level for that stock, which I'll give you, and I'll give you the ticker as well right now. It's UUUU. It's a uranium stock. You may have heard of it before. It did have a decline on some news earlier in the week that Kazakhstan found some deposits of uranium. And since then, it has rocketed right back up to where it was initially. So I think the Jerome Powell comments were very bullish for the market, about as bullish as comments have ever been in recent history. And for uranium, it was very bullish as well, as it's a nuclear linked company. So you need uranium to make nuclear reactors for data centers, for AI. So let's get into this and let's look at where the stock's trading right now and how you can approach this. So this is a pretty clear level that it's at right now. And we can also see that on the 30-day. Pretty clear that it reclaimed the sell-off on the Kazakhstan deposits found, which increased the supply of uranium, which decreased the demand for this uranium stock. And since then, it's reclaimed this, particularly on Friday's Jackson Hole comments. So earnings were kind of fine. It held up. Nothing special. But now the question is this a spot that makes sense for you? Given what happens over the weekend, it could gap up. You might see this on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. If it still holds that 1050 level, it's probably worth taking a look at. Now, as far as what the Q2 earnings were, I mean, we can see the reaction, but they basically ended up finding a bunch of uranium, and they were able to sell 50,000 pounds at $77 per pound, which was almost $4 million in gross revenue at a 30% gross margin. So those are the specific numbers. That's not a lot of revenue, $4 million. But they did mine about 600,000 pounds of uranium, and the costs are falling as well. They could drop to $23 a pound, as low as $23 a pound. Now, $22 versus selling it at 77 per pound, which is what I just told you the revenue came from. That's a big spread. But again, this is a supply constrained item. So it really matters. I mean, this drop was pretty gnarly on Kazakhstan finding or planning to ramp up uranium production to 4,000 tons annually by next year. So that really, really mattered. So there is definite headline risk with this stock, similar to a Elon makes a tweet, Tesla drops, some country or company finds uranium, this stock can drop. That's the challenge with these rare earth stocks. They have a lot of potential to the upside because they're rare, but they also have some risk based on the supply demand evolving situation. So this is kind of a dream scenario in terms of risk reward, where you have this level to risk off of. So as long as you clearly pay attention, you can't just buy this and walk away for a week. You really can't, because we saw this drop. But if you can check in, once a day, probably less than that would be ideal. There's a lot of upside. You can look at another company, CCJ, for an indication of what could happen here. And this is quite a move from April. And then on a 5-year, this is great, right? 10 to 80. If we look at UUUU, it's kind of built out a base for a long time, and it's only this year that uranium is in the spotlight, given the new administration and the big tech led push for nuclear. And big tech basically is in cahoots with the new administration. So that's the opportunity here. The volume is significant, and we're seeing this volume in the nuclear stocks as well this year. Of course, SMR, NNE, and Oklo being the strongest one has just been on an insane tear with basically, this is a unprofitable company. So not even basically, it is an unprofitable company. So that is the grounds for uranium and UUUU being a really interesting buy. It's not a fundamental play. It's a momentum play. That's what we do here on this channel. If you want a fundamental play, I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm saying go buy Caterpillar that moves 2% a day, because that's sort of similarly shaped, and you can have a risk level. You can walk away for a week and maybe you'll make a couple percent in a few days, or maybe it'll chop around for another month and you'll make nothing over a month, or you'll make a couple percent a month. So we're trying to make 20% a year at least. And UUUU is a great vehicle. I gave you the risk level. I gave you the catalyst. And I gave you the risk. So I think we do need to watch these next earnings, of course. We need to listen to news about other uranium companies. Another one that might come up is DNN. We need to listen more broadly. Don't worry too much about individual tickers, but just what is the Trump administration saying, what pops up in the headlines, and how strong is the market. And that's easy to see. SPY is really strong on Friday. So JPOW spoke, the market ripped, and UUUU ripped as well. Now there's a risk level to get in for a good upside opportunity. So if you want to talk about your portfolio, the stocks you're in, the stocks you're thinking about getting in, there's a link down there, selfadvisors.com. You can find a time, jump on a call. These calls are free. And then there is a free training as well from a verified $9 million day trader. So I'll actually log into his broker right now so you can take a look at his $4 million return in this particular broker. He has a number of them. And then he has about 5 or so. And I'll see you guys in the next one. You guys are awesome. Hit that subscribe button if you want more timely stock ideas. Here's Adam. Thanks for checking out this free training. I'm here with the lead sensei of the Aikido trading method, Adam Geffert. I'm just going to log into his broker very quickly so you can see that his results are real. This is his Guardian broker. He does have more brokers than this, but you can see that he's made about $4 million net.
Yeah, Guardian's been a good broker for me. And in this quick video, I'm gonna show the viewer how to trade. Show him a little taste of the Aikido trading method, method that I've. So let's start with the times to trade. The best times I think to trade are on the pre-market and after hours. The stocks move differently than market hours because there's less traders at that time, and also you can do it in those hours, and it won't disrupt a day job, or it won't disrupt things that you might want to do during the day. And let's take a look at some of the trades I actually did today here. I'll share my screen. So these are some of my brokers here. They're all brokers that where you can short microcap stocks below 50 million market cap, nano cap, and microcap. And here's a trade I did today. This is KTTA. So I made about close to $30,000 on this broker with this one. And I started out in the pre-market after the news hit at around 7 a.m. I shorted it, then I covered. And if someone's interested in learning more, how can they reach out? They can go to AikidotradingMethod.com and click on the free training, and there's some links on there where you can go and then you enter your name and email address, and that actually goes to this video right here. What we'll do is we'll email you and tell you the next steps to learn more about the Aikido trading method.